Hey Red Rover, Coach Josh here. It is probably one of your favorite days of the week, which is Wildlife Wednesday. And I am here with one of my friends, Brian, the reptile guy. Brian is like the coolest guy. Whenever I travel, I take Brian with me because all of the kids love him. Because Brian has a really cool job, amongst other things that he does. People have to go rescue an animal, or they don't know what to do with an animal that's a little bit different. They call Brian. I've never known somebody that knows so much about so many different kinds of animals, and so I love to take Brian with me. He'll come out to kids camps with me and bring all kinds of visitors with him. So today, we are with Brian, and Brian, what are we seeing today?
These guys are bearded dragons. We've got a couple. One of them still ignoring us and eating because she likes to eat. And the other one is real curious as to what we're doing because she's listening. She's got her head turned towards us, and she looks like she's curious as to what we're doing.
Are those holes? Is that her ear?
That's her ear.
Okay.
Isn't from North America, not from the United States. They're very common pets in the US, but they don't naturally come from here. They come all the way away across from Australia.
I think it's because I've been looking at these guys. It has to be because, I don't know if those are horns or hair or something, a lot on their chin. Is that why?
Yep, when they get excited, angry, see somebody they want to say hello to, or they see their favorite food coming, they can actually flare out those little spikes underneath their chin and the skin under there, and it'll look like they haven't shaved for about 3 months. They get like really black and turns into a beard. And it looks like they haven't shaved. From the time they're babies till the time they're adults, they're very curious. They like to be out. They're a little bit flighty and skittish when they're babies, but as they get older, she would sit on my shoulder or on top of a hat if I'm wearing it, and I could walk around, drive around, and she'll stay there. She wants to be up high, so she's gonna start climbing up. If they have 4 legs, they like to feel the ground under those 4 legs. If the ground suddenly disappears...
Should I hold on to her, or should I let her go?
No, you can let her go. She's gonna climb. She's trying to get back to her cage. So if you tip all the way down and back up a little bit, she'll hop right in there. And then we can drag her sister out.
Oh, okay.
But these guys like to feel the earth under them. Okay. If you grab them and hold them with no attachment underneath, they panic because now the earth just dropped out from under their feet. Just like if all of a sudden you were walking along to school or on the playground and somebody grabbed a hold of you by the top of your head and picked you straight up, you wouldn't quite know how to react or what to do. You would just think all of a sudden the whole world left you.
So if I get a little lower,
you get a little bit lower, so you go right back in. Oh, yeah. One of the reasons is because we just fed her, and she thinks there's more food in there that her partner is getting, and she's not. So she wants to make sure, and her partner is looking for more food. She's such a pig. These guys are omnivores, and any of you guys out there into science know that means they like their meat and they like their vegetables. Now, not all of them like their vegetables as much as even some kids don't like their vegetables. I have bearded dragons that you can put a bowl of salad in their enclosure, they'll eat it all in 10 minutes. I have other bearded dragons, if you put a bowl of salad in their enclosure, it will first turn to green slime, then it will slowly start to mold, and then it will evaporate into dust.
Gross.
Because they won't eat their vegetables. So we trick them. Just like on TV where you see the chicken nuggets now that have the vegetables hidden in them so kids eat their vegetables, I feed the crickets and the other mealworms that these guys eat the same vegetables, so they're kind of getting them, but they're inside the bug. And I can fool them. All right, these guys, like I said, are from Australia, but they live in the Australian desert. Not a lot of green, not a lot of water, mostly hot, hard sand, hot, hard rocks, and the occasional few branches. Their skin has to be extremely tough because they're constantly rubbing and moving against that stuff. Also, it helps hold in moisture. Their skin is very tough to help hold in moisture, and if they get attacked, the first thing they do is run and hide. And wherever they get in and run and hide, they can inflate their body a little bit so it get wedged in so that the animal that's trying to eat them can't easily pull them out against this rough surface. And it helps them stay put, and maybe they just lose part of their tail or maybe lose a foot, they can live. So that helps them to hide in tight spaces, kind of like our chuckwallas in the Nevada desert.
Yeah, because you could feel its skin. It has the I don't know what you call those, the horns or the little hooks going both ways, the spikes.
Yep.
Going both ways.
Now you'll notice these other spikes on the sides. They're very soft.
Yeah.
They look horrible, like they're gonna stab you like a porcupine. They're not. They're kind of for show and bluff. whenever they get attacked again or get scared, they puff up with air and these spikes stand way out. And that way, their enemy might think that it's going to hurt if they eat them. It might poke them in the mouth, or they can use those for a weapon, so they might not decide to make them a meal. Yes, bearded dragons are still the #1 pet on the planet as far as reptiles and lizards go, especially for young children. They are very easy to take care of. They very rarely, if ever, bite unless you accidentally do something bad to them.
Yeah.
Or you're hand feeding them and you're not paying attention, then they might just miss the food and get your finger.
They have teeth?
Yes, they have teeth, and they have spiky little teeth.
Okay.
But bearded dragons are just easy to take care of. They don't need a lot of setup if you interact with them on a regular basis.
Well, thank you, Brian, for taking us and introducing us to a pretty awesome animal today. We're going to put these bearded dragons back in their little cage. They're probably going to go look for some more crickets. Well, if these girls, could say goodbye, I think they'd definitely throw you a shaka. And so we're about to bug out, and we will see you next Wednesday. Brian's going to come out. He's going to have some cool new animal for us. We don't know what it is, but this is a pretty good start. And so have a great day, y'all, and hope you find some other fun animals out there.